I know about the Kardashians' shady business that they were doing with Diddy. When Diddy invited me to his private party, I saw the Kardashians doing sacrifices with him, and I have all the proofs, which I will soon present to the FBI.
She is about to just put it all out there.
I'm
cannot
bounce
give you
some
my ideas, girl.
I want some ideas.
The ops is watching.
To bounce some ideas off of you, honey.
Kylie Jenner dropped her first ever mascara, and people have a lot to say about it. Rihanna just announced a new mascara, so some of the comments are talking about that. Couldn't wait for Riri to at least finish promoting hers.
Met gal Riri is reportedly trying to ban the whole Kardashian clan from the Met Gala.
Kendall Jenner stepped out for a dinner date with none other than Chris Brown.
I fell in love with that person. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that that's the type of person that I fell in love with.
I just felt so. The fact that I would offend other people or hurt other people was definitely not the intent.
When a major Hollywood celebrity goes to fight with the most influential reality TV family, what happens next?
Rihanna is reportedly on a mission.
Hard to even believe that this is like real. I mean, I just feel really bad for her. Like, I mean, it makes me so angry, especially because he fooled obviously Khloe, but the rest of us too. And like, it's almost like in a way he like, you know, betrayed us all.
How does Ray J, Diddy, Kanye West, and Chris Brown figure into this complex web of power and treachery? And why is Rihanna focusing on Kendall Jenner's relationship with Chris Brown?
Into the Diddy situation, okay? Everybody's flipping out. Nobody knows what to do. Nobody's saying nothing.
From dramatic Met Gala power moves to dark Hollywood secrets, Rihanna's revealing it all. But is this truly about retribution or something much bigger? It has been alleged that Rihanna, a worldwide phenomenon, style icon, and unapologetic force, is use her influence to exclude the Kardashian family from attending the Met Gala. But for what reason? Insiders claim that this is more than a trivial grudge. It has deep personal roots. Let's dissect it. It begins with Kendall Jenner's problematic bond with Chris Brown, a link Rihanna apparently can't forgive. But this narrative goes deeper. Rihanna's past with Kanye West, the Kardashians' links to Diddy, and a series of betrayals stretching over a decade are finally coming to light. According to sources, Rihanna has had enough. Sources close to the singer believe she's actively trying to ban the Kardashians from the 2025 Met Gala, an event her boyfriend A$AP Rocky is co-chairing.
2 kids and is married to Rihanna.
This year's theme, superfine tailoring, black style, is designed to recognize black men's achievements to fashion. But Rihanna doesn't believe the Kardashians belong in this arena. Why? Insiders believe it's all about Kendall Jenner's 2014 connection with Chris Brown, a bond Rihanna perceived as a betrayal following her toxic romance with the singer in 2009. The bad blood between Rihanna and Kendall began way back in 2012 when Kendall tweeted with delight about her favorite song during Rihanna's concert. "If Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, I'm going to be very upset, haha," or at Fav song. Being only 16 at the time, Kendall was probably just fangirling innocently. But it appears Rihanna wasn't in on the joke, as her clapback was one most people did not expect. Well, don't come. Many followers were perplexed as to why Rihanna was being disrespectful and went on to call her out for being needlessly harsh to a youngster.
Kendall Jenner is a fan of Rihanna's, and she tweeted about Rihanna's LA concert. She said, "If Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, I'm gonna be very upset, hashtag fave song." And Rihanna responded by saying, "Well, don't come." Like I always say, you can't mess with her in the blogosphere because she will get you back. I mean, I know that Gaga's got her monsters and the monsters attack. It's never Gaga. But Rihanna, she doesn't even wait for her fans. Rihanna will go in and get you good herself.
One admirer said, "Why would she tell Kendall not to come when she was clearly so excited to see her? This is so mean." The next time the two celebs crossed shoulders was in 2015, when pop diva Rihanna canceled her appearance at the Victoria's Secret fashion show, purportedly because of Kendall Jenner. Later, it was reported that model Jordan Dunn, who had walked the show for the previous 3 years, was replaced on short notice by Kendall. Fans claimed that Rihanna pulled out because of how her closest friend Jordan was handled. Jordan then went on X in a since-deleted post, writing, "Feeling so much better about not doing BS, now that Rihanna isn't doing it." These two distinct occurrences left Kendall publicly humiliated. Yet this did not stop her from talking about Rihanna. Riri, on the other hand, utterly disregarded her and paid her zero attention. One time, Kendall stated that she would want to pair up Rihanna with Brad Pitt, but Rihanna never reacted. Another time, she sarcastically attacked Rihanna's jewels on Instagram, which again went undetected by the singer and beauty entrepreneur. Over time, viewers couldn't help but notice Kendall's frantic efforts to win Riri's attention. Still, people didn't feel too terrible for Kendall, as she had created a reputation for herself as a highly successful Instagram model with thousands of followers. She was even called the highest-paid model by Forbes magazine. However, Kendall has more often than not been called a troublesome person, owing to her harshness toward other people.
Hey pals, so you really think Brad Pitt and Rihanna, that would be...
I feel like, come on.
But
They're so gorgeous.
The model faced a lot of attention when she degraded other models in her August 2018 interview with Love magazine. During the interview, she was reported as, "Since the beginning, we've been super selective about what shows I would do. I was never one of those gals that would do like 30 shows a season or whatever those girls do." Fans were upset and called out Kendall, stating that the only reason she has been so successful and booked so many performances is because of her social media reach and her famous family. Kendall Jenner gives us absolutely nothing in every campaign, runway, cover story, and editorial. If it wasn't for her family's popularity, she wouldn't have become the highest-paid supermodel. "I can name so many models that truly have a love for this and deserve the recognition," one fan commented. Well, aside from Kendall being ranked as the highest-paid model in the world, she was also handed the Fashion Icon of the Decade honor. This did not make sense to many people as, while we can't dispute Kendall has delivered some very famous looks, we also need to accept the fact that she was only 21 years old when she won this prize. This implies she must have begun delivering us legendary glances when she was 11. How is it even possible? Giving Kendall the Fashion Icon of the Decade award was obviously a stretch, and people were quick to point out that if anybody earned the distinction, it's bad gal Riri. Imagine thinking Kendall is the fashion icon of this decade when Rihanna exists, one admirer said. Another added, "We all know why Kendall would get the Fashion Icon award instead of Rihanna, and it's not because of her style." Rihanna did not make any comments about Kendall receiving the award, but it could only be so long before Kendall was yet again on the receiving end of Rihanna's savage comments.
One insider who was there when it all went down told Star magazine that Rihanna was standing next to Kendall Jenner at the bar and loudly said, "Good thing I have curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." The insider continued to say that Rihanna stared at Kendall, laughed in her face, and walked away. This time around, Rihanna was at the receiving end as the fans were quick to call her out for body-shaming Kendall.
During the 2018 Met Gala, Rihanna reportedly made fun of Kendall's thin physique. One source who was present when it all went down informed Star that Rihanna was standing next to Kendall Jenner at the bar and loudly exclaimed, "Good thing I have curves to pull this outfit off. I would hate to be a stick figure." The informant proceeded to add that Rihanna glanced at Kendall, laughed in her face, then walked away. This time around, Rihanna was at the receiving end as people were quick to call her out for body-shaming Kendall. One fan commented, "I really don't hate Rihanna, but sometimes she thinks being rude is a personality trait." In any case, many fans are convinced that things escalated between Riri and Kendall in 2014 when Kendall Jenner was spotted partying with Chris Brown, a move Rihanna allegedly viewed as a blatant show of support for her abuser.
I fell in love with that person. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing that that's the type of person that I fell in love with.
But Kendall didn't stop there. What's more, in 2017, Kendall dated 8A app Rocky, who at the time was a close friend of Rihanna. While Rocky and Rihanna weren't formally dating yet, insiders claim she was already territorial, and Kendall's behavior didn't sit well with her.
Flag for dating or being seen with white women. I'm sure people on social media, do they come at you for that?
I wouldn't know, but I don't only just date white women.
I mean, I know
I like
you don't.
all women.
I know you don't, but I'm just
You know?
saying, like, there was a picture of you and say Kendall Jenner, and I know people would be like, "Oh my God, I
You
can't
smashed
believe
Kendall
you."
Jenner, bro?
No, it was just a
Stupid,
picture
man.
of them out.
But Kendall isn't the only Kardashian in Rihanna's sights. The whole family has a history of dubious connections, including their links to Diddy, a guy engulfed by his own controversies. Kim Kardashian has been a common presence at Diddy's famed events since 2006. That year, she attended one of his renowned all-white parties with Paris Hilton, who was her employer and friend at the time. Back then, Kim worked as Paris's stylist and closet organizer, which offered her an entree into the famous scene. However, Kim's relationship to Diddy goes back much earlier. We'll get into that later. After that 2006 party, Kim and Diddy's friendship developed. They were regularly sighted together at his events.
Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
Don't scare me, please. What's going on? Like, I can't.
On red carpets, and even at sporting tournaments. Kanye West, Kim's ex-husband, allegedly thanked Diddy for persuading him to marry Kim. During a 2022 BET Award address, Kanye revealed Diddy impacted many of his life choices, including his choice of marriage. Clearly, Kim and Diddy have been in the same circles for a long time, so why do some people assume there's more to their connection? It all originates from an unverified allegation saying the FBI obtained damning recordings of Kim at Diddy's mansion. According to this report, Kim was purportedly engaged in illicit activities, including drugging high-profile individuals. While this is still only a speculation, it's worth emphasizing how effective the Kardashian family is at managing the narrative. They're infamous for shutting down rumors with cease and desist letters, and Kim's lawyer apparently issued one to someone spreading these stories online. If these charges are accurate, it would be stunning given Kim's public image. She has positioned herself as a champion of justice, entering law school and fighting for criminal justice reform.
Do anything to feed my children. So I know that in a case like that, you know, we're all just a bad decision away from, you know, maybe being in a position like Alice was in.
Did y'all know that Khloe Kardashian was on tour with Diddy when she was 16 years old?
This week I've been sent this clip of P. Diddy and Kris Kardashian chatting literally hundreds of times.
Even this story isn't as clear-cut as it looks. Although Kim passed the California baby bar test in 2021, rumors say she hasn't completed her legal studies and may not complete them in 2024. And source stated Kim found the procedure too laborious and could give up on becoming a lawyer. Still, Kim hasn't slowed down her lobbying activities. She's been outspoken about advocating the Menendez brothers' release after a new Netflix series rekindled interest in their case. While these activities bolster her image, the Kardashians are renowned for utilizing public causes to divert from issues. For instance, Kim's role in creating a church has prompted doubts about whether it's utilized as a tax loophole. Kim's business activities also bring their share of scandal. In 2022, her Skims brand encountered outrage when its compostable packaging was proven to contain plastic. In 2024, designer Camille Schrier accused Kim of copying her designs. And let's not forget that the SEC punished Kim for promoting Ethereum Max cryptocurrency without mentioning she was paid, which deceived investors. Kim's associations haven't helped her cause either. Her continuous link to Balenciaga provoked controversy after the business suffered 2 child exploitation scandals. One poster portrayed toddlers clutching teddy bears in bondage gear, while another contained court records mentioning a child abuse case. Although Kim officially opposed these efforts, she and others continued to wear and support the brand, raising doubts about her moral compass. While it's unclear whether Kim is involved to any illicit activity, her actions typically fall in dubious ethical zone. But here's the catch. Kim could not even be the Kardashian most linked to Diddy. That title goes to her younger sister, Khloe. Khloe's bond to Diddy extends back to the early 2000s when she was barely 16. She previously disclosed on Keeping Up with the Kardashians that she worked for Diddy as a teenager.
If you guys go back and watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, you will come to the conclusion that Khloe Kardashian was most likely the closest person to Diddy. There are a handful of clips of her speaking about hanging out with Diddy, hanging at his parties, on his PJs.
We're gonna get a 787. We're gonna put beds in. We should get a Challenger. When I flew with Puff, Puff has a whole back, it's a bedroom. It's a bed. Who needs that, really? I do.
When Diddy walks in to Khloe's house, he refers to the girls, Kourtney, Kylie, and Khloe, as family. How nice.
Come here. Hey.
What's up? You guys, look at our outfits. Whoa, you guys definitely. You guys are definitely like dating. Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, or Puff Daddy and Halo.
While this may sound trivial, it's important mentioning that Khloe was engaged in a catastrophic vehicle accident around that period, suffering long-term impairments, including memory loss. Anyway, following an internship with Diddy when she was only 16, Khloe Kardashian maintained linked with the music tycoon, who was 32 at the time. This friendship aroused concerns, particularly because Khloe attended his notorious 2009 white party and later partied with him in Las Vegas in 2014. On Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Khloe casually mentioned partying with Diddy, Justin Bieber, and French Montana, saying half the people at the party were butt naked. This was also around the time Khloe started dating French Montana after divorcing Lamar Odom, a match reportedly set up by Diddy himself. Even after Khloe and French divorced, she stayed close to Diddy. In a 2016 Cocktails with Khloe episode, she introduced him as a very dear friend. Their banter throughout the program sounded weirdly intimate, with Diddy joking about them dressed like a couple. Later same year, Khloe attended Diddy's star-studded 50th birthday celebration with Kim, confirming her decades-long bond with him beginning from when she was a teenager. This relationship is particularly fascinating when considering Khloe's history of people-pleasing. She's frequently felt like the other in her family and has gone to tremendous efforts to blend in. For example, on the program she allowed Kim's daughter North coax her into purchasing a hamster, despite Kim's disdain of pets. This tendency of submitting to others' requests could explain how Khloe maintained her friendship with Diddy throughout the years.
24 hours before the raid, Kim Kardashian decides to unfollow Diddy, right? Well, come to find out, this person by the name of Lou Taylor is apparently Diddy's manager. And this Lou Taylor woman is also on the board of Hillsong's church home. Follow me, go with me. They are doing all of this, child, in the name of the Lord. Just follow the story. Now, to cover myself, everything in this video is alleged, honey. This is what I digged up, and I don't know how much truth is to it, but there's reportings, okay? So everything that I'm saying is allegedly. Keep that in mind. So, Lou Taylor apparently is paying off, allegedly, some of Diddy's victims from this slush fund through some church fund, okay? Not only that, Kim Kardashian mama has been making these girls pay 10% tithes to some church that Lou Taylor and her husband is basically owner, co-owner, or whatever. So I was like, let me look into this Lou Taylor person. I'm thinking Lou Taylor was a guy who was a woman with a husband, whole husband, and they doing ministry and everything. Now, mind you, y'all remember the whole thing with Britney Spears? So come to find out, Lou Taylor, this gets deep, y'all, hold on. Okay, so Lou Taylor is the CEO of TriStar Sports and Entertainment. She's like a business manager icon. Now, Mike, do y'all know the Lohans? What's the Lindsay Lohan? So she apparently, allegedly, she has been behind most of these stars' conservatorship situations, especially Britney Spears. So before we talk about Britney, Mike Lohan, which is the Lohan girl, Lindsay Lohan's daddy, accused Lou Taylor and the mama Dina Lohan for trying to put Lindsay Lohan in a conservatorship concerning her money. Also, allegedly, there's a lawsuit from 2021 with Astroworld tragedy, and she's being sued for for employment discrimination. This is what this Lou lady is. Now, Lou Associates maintain intense control also over Britney Spears' life and money. And she was behind even the conservatorship of why Britney Spears had that conservatorship, because she ended up becoming the business manager and took over the financial pieces of Britney Spears.
Khloe isn't the only Kardashian with links to Diddy. Her elder sister Kourtney claimed on the same Cocktails with Khloe show that she had partied with him as a teenager. Kourtney recalls being barely 18 at one of Diddy's birthday parties at an LA restaurant when she was hit in the face while standing in line for the restroom.
That night was fun because all the girls ditched me, so I was like me and the boys.
Interestingly, this wasn't a one-time incident. Kourtney kept attending Diddy's parties long into her 30s, frequently rubbing shoulders with A-list celebs. Kourtney's link to Diddy increased further when she married Travis Barker, who had worked with Bad Boy Records for years. Meanwhile, Khloe's engagement with Diddy was more direct and constant, raising suspicions about the actual nature of their relationship. The Kardashians' links to Diddy appear to follow a pattern of social rising, but the scenario gets murkier when Kanye West is added to the equation. Kanye, who had a tight business and personal connection with Diddy, introduced an up-and-coming musician, Nikki Heaton, to his group. Nikki Heaton, who was just 19 at the time, revealed a distressing story.
18 years old, I had just left home, and working with my manager, and we were in LA and doing all these crazy.
She and her manager were invited to a late-night studio session with Diddy and Kanye. I received a call stating Kanye needed me to the studio, Nikki recalled. We were shocked, like, Kanye knows who I am? This is crazy. But as Nikki got there, she saw something was different.
In the studio. And we walk in and there's all these ladies there wearing their club gear, and Kanye and Diddy are already out of their fucking mind. Just
The drinks Diddy and Kanye gave her and her manager seemed suspicious. Immediately, Diddy brought me a drink, and Kanye delivered one to my manager. It seemed odd, why are they handing us drinks? They continued glancing at us and exchanged looks. I pretended to drink mine, but I knew something was in it. Rihanna and Kendall Jenner provide excellent examples for discussing rivalry and animosity. Since these two superstars have completely different professional goals, I honestly did not think there would be a competition between them. But why can't Kendall and Rihanna stand close to one another? Here, we go into the specifics, and it dates back many years. To fully understand this drama and not miss any details, watch the whole video. Rihanna has a history of detesting and not tolerating members of the Kardashian-Jenner family. Perhaps it's the rivalry between Kylie Cosmetics and Fenty Beauty, or it may be something else entirely. Kendall's sister Kylie was accused by fans of disparaging Rihanna by continuously copying her. Both Kylie and Rihanna are employed in the beauty business, with Kylie running Kylie Cosmetics and Rihanna running Fenty Beauty. Following Rihanna's announcement that she will offer 40 distinct concealer hues via Fenty Beauty in 2019, Kylie introduced 30 additional shades to her range, and Rihanna's followers accused Kylie of brazenly copying her product concept. To promote her beauty brand, Kylie shared a gorgeous mirror selfie wearing a $395 Laquan Smith leopard print catsuit. Although she looked gorgeous, it didn't take long for many to realize that Rihanna had worn the identical ensemble before. The Kardashians' imitation of their hero infuriated Rihanna's supporters. Kylie is not the only Kardashian who has been accused of copying the music sensation. Khloe Kardashian received criticism as well for dressing similarly to Rihanna. Khloe donned the same ensemble that Rihanna wore at the 2015 CFDA Fashion Awards to commemorate her 40th birthday in 2019. But let's stay on topic, since Riri and Kendall Jenner's feud is what we are discussing. We can't all hate one another, but we also can't all be friends. Even when they haven't done something explicitly, famous people and regular people can't get along.
Kendall Jenner gets jealous of me. Some time ago, I warned Kendall to stay away from me, but she didn't stop. Now I will take legal action against her.
The most well-known pop singer in the world, Rihanna, despises Instagram model Kendall Jenner and the Kardashians in general. This is where it all starts. When Kendall Jenner saw Rihanna perform in Los Angeles in 2012, she was ecstatic. A few hours before to the performance, the Instagram model said, "I'm going to get very upset if Rihanna doesn't perform Complicated tomorrow, the Urgent fave song." "Well, don't come," was Rihanna's response. This sounded quite harsh. Another follower said, "I don't think Rihanna wrote that. It seems like a fake message to me." An irate fan responded saying Rihanna's comment was very impolite and that she would think twice before attending the show. Another incident between the two girls occurred in 2015 when Kendall Jenner caused Rihanna to postpone her performance at the Victoria's Secret fashion show for the second time. The Victoria's Secret fashion show model Jordan Dunn was allegedly abruptly replaced with Kendall Jenner. Rihanna claimed that her sudden cancellation was caused by scheduling constraints and the release of her new album, but a number of speculations surfaced, suggesting that Kendall Jenner was the true cause. Being included to the Victoria's Secret models is the greatest present Kendall could have gotten. Nevertheless, some angels are removed from the list when new ones are added. Jordan Dunn, who had walked the previous 3 performances, was abruptly pulled. Heat magazine claims that Kendall was the reason Riri chose not to go to the event, since Jordan had to be taken out in order for Kendall to be admitted. This makes sense, given that Rihanna and the British model had become close. Similarly, hundreds of rumors circulated on social media, with many fans concurring that Rihanna canceled her VS performance because Jenner had taken Dunn's position. Jordan Dunn shared a picture on Instagram stating that she felt so much better about not doing VS now that Rihanna isn't doing it also, only to remove it minutes later, adding to the allegations. The media had already captured it, so it was too late. Kendall persisted in discussing Rihanna, but Rihanna continued to ignore and pay no attention to her. Rihanna never replied when Kendall tweeted that she wanted to put her in touch with Brad Pitt. On another occasion, Rihanna remained silent when Kendall disparaged her jewelry on Instagram. "Damn, imagine being hated by Rihanna," a fan tweeted. "I would feel very sad." "But why was she mean to Kendall for no reason?" someone else said. In 2013, the unfortunate girl was most likely 16. Both of them have a point, but it's all really immature. Fans and Rihanna believe that the Kardashians are always copying and competing with her ideas, as seen by Khloe dressing like Rihanna and Kylie Cosmetics versus Fenty Beauty. The music sensation Rihanna is renowned for her deadly tongue. When the Barbadian beauty is furious or consuming strong alcoholic drinks, her remarks are very powerful.